What's up YouTube? My name is Justin Omoe. This is a video, updated video because the last one I had no emotions. So this is going to be better. I'm going to try and make this very fast so that way I don't waste your time and you understand fully on what to do and how to send your projects to me. Step 1. To have a project that you're going to send to me, you have to have a project. Okay, so how do we send this project to you? Do we just drag it and click it to you? No, it's not that simple. So what you have to do is actually send all the tracks to me separately. So how do we do this? First, we have to render out everything separately. If you have a project with your own beats on it, meaning that you created the beat step by step, then you will have to send them all separately. If you have drums in it, the kick has to be separate, the snare has to be separate, the hi-hat has to be separate, you name it. If you don't have the drums separate, meaning you recorded it all in just 2 mics and everything's just, all in one track and it can't be helped, then that's alright. Just send it to me, I'll do it the best way. Same goes for any other instrument. So if you have like a violin section, if you record 4 violins, I'll need 4 separate violin tracks. I won't want one with all 4 of them in there. I don't want to have one track with all 4 violins in it, because if I do, then I won't be able to tweak each individual instrument. So get everything individual. Next up is your verses, your chorus, your bridge, anything. So your verses have to be all in one track, okay? You can have verse 1, verse 2, and verse 3 on the same track. That's alright with me. I'd rather have it verse 1 and then another track with verse 2 and then another track with verse 3. I don't want to have like 4 different tracks that have the verse 1 in it. Unless the vocals are overlapping, meaning you have something you're saying before it, and that would be better, okay? But if your vocals are matched up, I don't want any separate tracks. That way you'll save space, you'll save time, and so on. Now the chorus. If you have more than 1 chorus track, please send me them separately. I keep saying this, but it's best to know each individually. Your bridge, same deal. Your intro, same deal. Your ending, same deal. Your ad-libs. So how do I combine my verses if they're different tracks to one track? There's a couple of ways you could do this. First is consolidate. That's the main thing you should do. Okay, so now you got your tracks put together, as in they're all in one track. The verses are all in one track, choruses are in each of their individual tracks, and so on. I would need you to render the whole thing out. So let's say your song starts here and it ends here, but your verses start like away from it. You will have to render the whole thing out for the verse. Each individual track length will be the same length as the whole song. This way, all I have to do is click and drag it into the playlist, so everything will be how you wanted it, how it is supposed to be for you. Because if you do send it and verse 1's like this, and then the chorus is like this, but then verse 2 is like this, out of the whole song here, they'll all be on this side, and I won't know where to put it, I won't know how to put it, and you're not going to get the song how you made it. So, learn how to consolidate your tracks. This is the method of basically pasting each individual cut in the track into one, as well as if you highlight the whole song, it will actually create blank, meaning 0 dB. Nothing will play, but it will create empty space and then play where it's supposed to play. That will help me with organization a lot, and it'll help you with your placement as well as getting your file back faster. Okay, if you don't know how to consolidate, I highly recommend that you go research and understand how to do it. If you really don't know what I'm talking about, then you could render each track separately, individually, meaning mute everything and just render that one track, render that one track, render that one track. Okay, we got all the tracks in the folder. Now how do you send that folder to me? Once everything is how you like it, it's time to export them all separately. Hit the export, all separate, and make sure it is in WAV format. WAV format. It's the highest quality and it's the best quality to use to send it to somebody to mix the track. Lastly, before you send it to me, you have to write your information on a paper. Tell me specifically what you want done on each verse, if there's an effect for, like, say, delay, how you want the reverb if you know it, and so on. If you don't know, then tell me you want it this way, but you don't know how to explain it. If you have a YouTube video or a link or a song that does this effect that you want to do it, you could send me that YouTube link or that song and tell me the specific time, and I'll do that for you. I'll emulate and I'll understand what you mean, and I'll do it to my best experience of how you will want it to sound. So we got all the files and we export it all into one folder, and as well as the information on how you want your song to sound. I will also need the BPM for the song. What is BPM? BPM is the tempo. If you don't know about that, you really have to learn about it. And I should have said this first, but I didn't, so that's my mistake. Either way, BPM is the project tempo. When you open up the project, you'll see a number. Most of the times it's 120, sometimes 130, 140. Basically, that's the BPM you set it to. If it's 120, if it's 140, that's alright. Just send it to me because your tracks are consolidated, so all I have to do is drag and drop. But it would be better for me to get the full BPM. If you don't know it, just tell me you don't know it. It's alright. You can be honest with me. I'll do it myself. If I don't know, then I'll give it my best estimate. This is for file reasons, just to make everything look beautiful, pretty when you upload it to iTunes and when you do all that pizzazz. Once you have all the files in a folder, it's time to send it over. You could compress the folder into a .zip file, but if you do it on Google Drive, it will do that for you automatically. So when I download it, it comes as one package and it's compressed, meaning it's smaller, so I could get it faster and then put it onto my computer and everything will be there. Alright, there you go. I hope this helps you. If not, then go ahead and comment. Thank you for watching this video and all the best to you. I hope we could do work in the future. If you don't know about my work, I'll put a link in the description for my website and you could check it all out. It has everything you need to understand the services and so on. I also got my channels on there, my music on there, my beats on there, people I work with on there, and information on mixing and mastering, as well as vocal cleaning and pitch correction, editing, auto-tuning, and so on. Like and subscribe if you haven't. If you don't have me on Twitter, follow me at OMOI1993, Omoi1993. My Twitter name is Watashi wa Omoi. I don't think I'll change it, but there you go. Thank you. Have a good one.